everybody, I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for visiting with me today. This is going to be a makeup video and I am going to I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to try and do a full face using this palette. This is sort of like a flash palette. It's not exactly a flash palette. Let me show you a flash palette. Hold on. Okay, so this is a flash palette. It's kind of a mess. And the idea of these is that, I think, is this Makeup Forever? No, this isn't my Makeup Forever one, but that's a flash palette. And the idea is that you can mix and blend the colors to create an entire face of makeup. I just use it for body and face paint, but this is a bunch of colors, and it can still be used like a flash palette, but this is for face and body paint, so not exactly, but and it's not exactly a flash palette. But Makeup Forever makes one of these, and I don't think this is my Makeup Forever one. All the letters have worn off, but Makeup Forever makes one of these. It's about $100. I'm assuming they still make it. I haven't bought one in a while, but you can find a CC Beauty one, which in my opinion is just as good at a fraction of the cost. So we're gonna start with this palette, and I'm gonna use this shade right here as my foundation. Yeah, I think that'll be good. So if this wasn't a color I liked for my foundation, I would mix a couple different colors together on my mixing plate or mixing tray or palette, whatever you want to call it, until I get the shade I want. But I think I'm happy with this shade. The only thing is, though, unless I scoop some out of there and really work it in, it takes a little longer than just using a bottle or a tube of foundation. But this is my challenge, and I want to do this on my channel. So, so we're gonna do that. Now I'm going to take the shade I've been using as a foundation and put it under my eyes, like right there. And then I'm going to take some of this off-white shade next to it and put a little bit over that one. Oh, look, I got black on there. Oh, well, that's going to be messy. Well, we'll work that out in a minute. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with these. These are my favorites. And we're going to start oh, look, I was able to scoop a little bit up on this sponge. Then you just blend it out like you would any foundation. I'm assuming if you can do a full face of makeup using this, then you can do a full face using this big palette. So It is a little on the orangey side, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna dip in this like off-white I was using. That I got some black on there again. That's okay, we'll work it in. We'll work it in. Okay, so not a good color for me. I would definitely have to do some mixing, but you know, for the purposes of right now, I think it's okay. Now we're gonna go in with this. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my finger. I put a little here, and a little here. Use the same sponge brush. I mean sponge, not sponge brush. And blue, 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 blue. So I was watching the Daily Woo. He went to like a Disney convention, and he met this autistic gentleman named Chris. And I looked him up, and he's a self-published author. But I thought he was a really cool guy. He had a really nice booth, and he had because it was at a convention, he had slime, like therapeutic slime, which I thought was awesome. I'd love to get my hands on some of that. Okay, now let me find something to use for a shadow brush. I'm going to use paint brushes as opposed to makeup brushes. And I'm going to use paint brushes from Five Below. So for the eye, let's try this color right here. There was a loose bristle in there. And it was kind of irritating my eye. So we've got Marshall's appointment with the cancer doctor coming up. I'm very concerned about it. I'm trying not to worry around him or not to appear worried around him because I don't want him to be concerned about it. Then I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of this lavender right here. Then I'm going to take my finger and just kind of blend it up that way. And now Let's do just a touch of brown. Just like that. Okay, and now I think that's good enough. Now we're going to go in with a little bit of black at the end of my brush. I could probably use more precision brushes for this assignment, this challenge. Okay, now I want to clean this brush off as much as possible because I'm going to use it again. And I'm going to do some brows. That may have been a mistake. Oh, look. Okay, so this is all messed up, so let me go clean that up a little bit. Hooded eyes cause that problem. So then my makeup will just have to be a little darker. Okay. Now if I wanted to, I can go here and here. And get my sponge. And then something like that. And we also have some gold where we can create a little bit of a highlight if we wanted to. We also have silver we can do that with. And then I'm gonna do a lip color. Not with that brush. Not with that brush. So we'll do a red lip and see how it looks. So Urban Decay came out with this stuff where you could mattify any lip color. That would be useful with this palette because you can create so many lip colors with it. Is it Urban Decay? I'm pretty sure it was Urban Decay. I wonder if they still make that product. I loved it. I got it in like a BoxyCharm or an Ipsy or something, and I just loved it. Okay, well that's it. I mean, I did it. It's nothing special, but it's just a very basic look. You know, you definitely, if you wanted to use a palette like that to do a full face of makeup and wear it out, you would definitely have to set it with some setting powder or something. So let's go ahead and set it just for fun. You could even use the black as mascara if you wanted to. You just need a spoolie and you would just need to kind of roll it along there. I would scoop a little bit of out, spread it on a palette, like a blending palette, a blending plate, and then roll the spoolie in that. But you can do that. I don't have a spoolie. But anyway, that's it. The eyebrows are awful, but I think everything else pretty much worked out. So yeah, this is a full face using this palette that I got for $17 on Mercari. And you can let's change the color up a little bit and hit a little bit of this. See, you can change the color up. Do I have gray? Let's add a little gray to it and see what happens. See, you can just totally change the whole color story, just mixing a few colors together. And then if you want, dip your finger in a little bit of white. Create an ombre effect. Okay, that's it. I did it. I've wanted to do that for a long time. I have no idea why I waited until now to do it, but there you have it. I hate the way the lip color feels just because it just feels like a cream lipstick, and I like matte lipstick, so I would definitely, if I were to do this again, I would definitely have to get some of that mattifier from Urban Decay if they make it. But I'm sure some company makes something similar to it. And the eyebrows, I will definitely have to mix some colors to get the right eyebrow color. But all in all, I think that that palette would work for a entire face look if you had the patience to do the foundation part of it. But anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll talk to everyone later. Bye.